selective outrage we've been seeing is so truly nauseating. Where were all you progressive humanitarians when Assad was butchering thousands in Syria, or Bashir in Sudan? Where were the angry mass demonstrations for those people, or for the victims of the butchery in Nigeria, or for the thousands murdered in Iraq just recently, lined up face down in ditches by the hundred and executed in cold blood? Where were you people then?
Hello everyone. I'm not going to pretend like I know which side is right in an area of the world where people have been fighting over this strip of land for thousands of years, and everyone who wants you to be on their side seems to cherry pick little parts of history that they think are important, and all I know is that I'd like less people to die on every side, okay? But I also know that if you want me to care about the side that you care about more than the other side, you need to use some really good argumentation, right? And proper argumentation, not fallacies. The video that I am responding to here is called Hypocrisy Over Gaza by Pat Condell. And it's important that Pat uses the term hypocrisy, and he recognizes that that is what he's accusing parts of his audience of. It's a lot easier for me to lead you guys to which fallacy he's using, because he's accusing liberal parts of his audience of hypocrisy and saying that, well, you care about these people, but what about this tragedy, and this tragedy, and this tragedy, and this tragedy? And this is a specific fallacy called Quoque. There are other ways of saying it, like whataboutisms, and when people talk about Americans, they say, well, you also lynch niggers. There's those ways of saying it, but Quoque would be the proper term for this. And another example might be somebody asking you, hey, do you care about animal abuse when dogs are beaten? And when Michael Vick was fighting dogs and then, he didn't get but a slap on the wrist by the NFL. Did that piss you off? And then you say, yeah. And they say, well, why are you eating hamburgers every day? You should be vegan. You don't care about animal abuse at all. Same thing here. Somehow, in Pat Condell's mind, if you weren't aware of every tragedy that he can pull out of his ass and throw at you, and you didn't care about those because you weren't aware of them, or you didn't see the same facts as him, then your caring about this particular incident between Israel and Gaza is somehow less valid. Okay? And this is actually, it's specifically to Quoque, but it's under the larger umbrella of ad hominem attack, because instead of invalidating your care for the people of Gaza, he's attacking the person who has that care and saying, well, they didn't care about other things. It's a personal characteristic of that person. So I'll leave a link in the description box to the video so that you can enjoy it for yourselves after being educated on what Quoque is. But I will say that it's been my experience as a Pat Condell viewer that I don't think that he is guilty of any of the same hypocrisy, because it seems to me that whenever Muslims are involved in anything, you will always find Pat Condell on the side against them. No hypocrisy there on his part.